You're now tuned into STWF-TV, The Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective. Where we talk hockey.
Feed Byfield around one man in on goal. Scores! What a goal! Quentin Byfield! And that gets Jim Fox out of his seat here at Crypto.com Arena.
Basketball.
To take matters into his own hands, Van Horn. Now, you got to get this thing from Curry's kick.
Football.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my goodness!
Oh, my God.
Wilson's going to lob one, and somehow, some way, Paul Richardson comes up with the ball.
Cuts upfield. Hurdles over a couple of people.
Oh my goodness, did you see that? He hit Steve Brown with what looked like a karate kick.
Baseball and more.
Well, there goes again. Pitch is swung on a miss. Throw to second base is high. They're going to say that Rojas got in the way. It doesn't matter. Sosa tagged him out anyway. That was an amazing catch and tag by Sosa.
In the air along the line in right. Long way to go for Jake. Follows round, and he's got it. And he's up and over.
The Parlay Perspective. The Parlay Perspective.
Let's go.
Can he do it? What's up?
You know what it is, man. Parlay Perspective Wednesday. Met in the building. Got Coach up top. You know what I'm saying? On the other side of him, we got Chili Will in the building. STWF TV popping right now, man. We got a couple things on the stations right now. Checking the fantasy football preview. You know,
Hell no, stay right here.
Hey, tune in for the fantasy guy. Tune in for the fantasy guy, girl, man. You know what I'm saying? But tune into the Parlay Perspective. I believe they're about to get through, man. But hey, man, we talked about having multiple things going on at the same time, man. So it's only right that we show our boys some love.
Stay right here.
How y'all doing? How y'all doing?
Stay with Fooling, man. Stay It's with hump the day. boys.
It's hump day, man. It's the hump day, man. If you're not getting them, man, I feel sorry for you, son. You know, I got 99 problems and the first A1. Hey, man. Yeah, man, we here. Sports topics, all our perspective, man. You know how we get down Wednesday. Bobby, what's going on? Damn, you got
Damn it,
COVID.
Bobby.
Lord,
Bobby in the house.
you know
Bobby.
you, the COVID
Damn it,
mouse.
Bobby, you got Oh, COVID.
The
Man. Sorry to hear that, brother.
COVID mouse has to see
Well.
some cheese. Because, yes,
Get
absolutely.
well, brother. Plenty of liquids. First time with COVID?
Yeah.
Yeah, can't be. He be at churches. There's no way. This can't be anyway. My man be congregating. He can't congregate and not get this before. I hope he had it before, so it won't hit him so hard. If it's the first time, that's just gonna spank him.
After once, man, that second time around again, man, it hit you stronger.
You think
You know what I'm
so?
saying? It hits, I believe, a while, and
I think it definitely happened with some people. For
the
sure.
first person that I ever knew had COVID twice. The first person was Kevin Durant.
I got this shit
Remember
3
that?
times.
He got it 3 times, so it was kind of like, and then that's when you started to know, like, even if they say you are COVID free, you still have the symptoms in your system.
Well,
But you won't test, you know, obviously you won't test
right. So right after you first, so there's like different versions too. They got the long version. Apparently, they got long-term COVID. You can catch. We ain't know about that at first. They also got the different strains and all that stuff. And for me, it was I got it the first time I got it was the worst time I got it. I lost my voice was raspy for months. It attacked my voice box. It was crazy.
Real talk. I think I say I got it 1.5 times, but I'm pretty sure it was 2. The first time, I felt like I got it. It felt like people, like 4 or 5 months later when it really was an outbreak, everybody was saying they had it. I was like, damn, in December, I think I had it because the symptoms was right on money. And then that following December, I caught it again. So And man, stay well, Bobby, man. Hey, just let everybody know, man. All because we here as free Americans, free people, doesn't mean that the air is free and the air is not polluted. We are in a polluted world, man, and everybody gotta stay cool, man. Especially when you get older, man. Sicknesses suck, man. So definitely get well. Everybody, hope you feeling well. Anybody that isn't, get well, feel better, man. Hopefully, the Parlay Perspective will do some justice for you guys and girls. And we won't be talking too long about our days or, Bobby's COVID. Though we love Bobby, can't speak about it all night, man. We do hope you feel better. Sure.
My man's down. Pick him up.
Pick him up.
Get better, Bobby. Get better soon.
Absolutely, man. Hey, fellas, man. We know sniffing, and it seems like this show starts off, now and again with the continuation of the play call sheet, in our NFL news, So we're gonna start with some remaining NFL news tonight. Maybe too much, maybe a little, but if you're in here, man, give your comments and perspectives on it. For real, definitely. First here in the news, Tyreek Hill. I heard somebody speak on it this morning. Then I actually looked up an article. He is in a sling right now. He is a little banged up right now. I guess early situation is the best situation for a guy of his nature. And we talked about Miami kind of staying healthy, in order to improve from last year. But an update on him is he's dealing with an apparent thumb injury. He, I believe, won't take part in the last game of the preseason coming up. But McDaniels, Coach McDaniels says he's really good at thumb war, and he lost. Simply, that's how he states the injury right now. So nothing to worry about from what they're saying in Miami camp. Fellas, there's a need for concern with Mr. Tyreek Hill, man, and the lingering thummy injury.
He unlocks that offense from a passing game perspective.
Mm-hmm.
He draws a double team. The fact that you got to have a safety is mandatory. You have a safety over the top of him. It opens up that run game. It's gonna be interesting to see how they pivot. I know they're like 3 deep at the running back position.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if it's gonna be a lot of screens. 4, okay.
They went out and got another one. Yo, they went out and got like 2 more guys that are fast as shit. It's ridiculous.
I know Jalen Wright. They got him out of Tennessee.
Yep.
He's a burner.
A-Chain, Wright, Mostert.
Yep.
There's another one though. There is another one. I'm gonna go look.
And so that regards, man, Tyreek Hill, man. Hey,
I'm not worried about it.
Getting challenged in races and all that stuff. The injury, yeah. I mean, not too worried about it right now, because if it was major like that, they would all let us know that is major, man. The fact that they're coming out, is minor, and he got some weeks into the season starts, man. Just relax it. Don't use no Palmela. You'll be all right.
I'm with you guys on that. Now that I think about it, it's a thumb injury, so it ain't got nothing to do with his wheels.
Right. So he'll be out there.
And most of the balls he catches are deep balls.
And it's not like he's catching heaters from.
Right. He's running underneath stuff.
Yeah.
It'll be all right.
Yeah. Oh, they also got Jeff Wilson. That's not much of it. I mean, Mostert, McFarland, Horvath, Chris Brooks, A-Chin, Jalen Wright.
God, that's where Odell went.
Yeah, Odell's here too.
He's their possession guy when he's available.
Yeah, that part. That part.
What was the tight end that was there? He's not there anymore.
It was Gesicki before, and now it is
Jonnu Smith.
Is it going to be Hill, Fortune, or Connor? Oh, they're going to go with Jonnu? Is Jonnu still there?
They got him at the starting spot.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. They went out and got Jonnu.
Absolutely. We're still tagged in Miami land. Tua Tagovailoa got a good bag this summer. throughout his career so far, he has to deal with a little bit, you know, not a crazy lot, but for his time staying in Miami, a lot, you know. It started when, of course, the GMs drafted him with a high pick, and then he walked into Coach Brian Flores, and Brian Flores, for some reason, didn't like him. Brian Flores was saying things like, you know, you suck, you stink, you're never gonna make it, you know, had no confidence in this guy. We all know, we've been around football for so long. At some point, you fire the coach or you get rid of the QB. GMs want the QB. They're not going to get rid of the QB. The coach is going to be gone. And that's what ended up happening to Flores. Ended up leaving. A couple of assistant stints. I think he's with Pittsburgh right now.
Yes.
So Tua, you didn't really hear Tua speak on it at all. But, you know, what comes with a big bag comes more media play, comes more questions. He was asked in regards to that situation with Flores and his dislike for the QB. Tua stated, I don't care who you are, you can be the president of the United States. You have a terrible person telling you things that you don't want to hear or probably shouldn't be hearing. You're going to start believing that about yourself. And so that's the sort of what happened. And it was basically what 2 years of training that out of not just me, but a couple of guys that has well been here my rookie year all the way into now. So a little bit, and of course he was frustrated as an athlete. You don't want to hear your coach bringing out about you. But Tua was right in the sense that, you know, if the coach keeps doing that to you, you head dog, you know, the confidence may swindle on you. We don't like that word, confidence being swindled away from you when you're a professional. You should be able to keep your mental more in the game. But, I mean, for a young guy coming in, you know that could happen. And we're probably affected to it in some ways. But new regime, new coaches. I don't know if it's the same system or not, but Tua's been shining in that system. Staying upright the last 2 years, you know, putting up good numbers, keeping Miami as positive as he can. So Brian Flores responded. And Brian Flores basically was just speaking on the then, and he's speaking now, and he says that he wished Tua is nothing but the best. He's happy for the progress that Tua has made, and yeah, basically about it, fellas, man. Brian Flores, was that the mistake he made? And if that mistake was unwritten or wasn't done then, would Brian Flores still have an NFL coaching job?
I might get in trouble for saying this. He definitely handled the whole situation wrong, but he behaved like a woman scorned. He felt like, you know, I don't know why he felt like that, but he felt like he had enough say-so at that time as the head coach to kind of voice his opinions to that extent. And then, ain't he the one that started leaking stuff out to the press that was going on within the organization?
Yeah, then he leaked stuff to the press trying to keep everybody on his side. And for a moment, there was people on his side only because of the way people know Miami runs their organization. So a lot of people was writing with Brian in the beginning, but then once certain things started coming out, you kind of started seeing everything unwrap. You're kind of like, damn, Brian. I don't think after this anybody will be shitting on Brian anymore. Actually, been seeing a lot of positive feedback from these two guys talking about the situation. There's people that think that Flores might get a new coaching job. He may be a head coach again. I don't believe it, but hey,
that ship sailed. He's done there.
And,
he already broke the trust part of it. No organization's going to trust him. Can you hear Will?
I can't hear him. He might be. Okay. Yeah.
I fixed it. Yeah, you can't. You fumble with a quarterback. That's it. And that's what he did. So you're not going to be a head coach. You can't trust him with a. It's like with Jeff Fisher. I mean, he got more jobs, but Jeff Fisher also had been a coach for years, a good coach for years. So yeah, maybe eventually Flores will get another job if he proves himself to get another head coaching job. But for now, he's probably better off just being a defensive coordinator. He's really good at that.
He's from the Patriots organization, right?
I believe so. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
One of the Belichick disciples.
And today,
Belichick's tree is whack.
5 top worst stadiums in football. Miami was on that list today. I seen an interesting list from this guy on Instagram that was listening to worst 5 stadiums in football. Jacksonville Stadium, the Commanders Stadium, MetLife, Miami Stadium, and there was one more in the fray, but
people think the Miami field is why people keep getting hurt over there.
It might be something to that, brother.
Probably. I don't know what their problem is. They're in a sunshine ass place. Grow some grass, people. You're in Miami. You grow palm trees. Like, you can't grow grass. Get it out. Like,
not enough. You got to play in not a covered arena stadium where it's 100 degrees basically every time you play at home. So it's definitely got its perks, man. Fellas, man, Jamal Chase. We've talked a little bit about him this season. Not really crazy. We know the man's expecting the bag soon, but how soon? We think going into the offseason it was soon, but
shouldn't be.
Chad Ochocinco went on the night show with Shannon Sharp and spoke some stuff that maybe shouldn't have been up the hat, but now it's out the bag and maybe going in that. Jamal Chase rumored will not play a single snap until he is given a contract. Fellas, how much are you believing this?
It'd be a dumb move. I don't think it's smart. It's the Bengals, man. They already told, we've talked about this before. They said this ain't the time for it, which means they're not going to come to the table. And look, if they break their normal code and come to the table, I'll be shocked because that's not like them. So I'm going to say, nah, they're going to call us bluff, show up or don't. Because guess what? If you don't show up, it's not like that money is still going to be there for you. Because they can just as easily now turn T. Higgins into their number one and pay that man your bag. So be careful what you wish for. And Jamar, you got 2 years left on that deal. Play at least one of them, man. Come on now.
So according to reporters in the Cincinnati area, local 12 Bengals reporter Richard Skinner, representative of Chase, and they're looking for a contract, 4 years worth 160, 120 guaranteed. That's kind of what they're trying to sniff on. I'm trying to get, and so that's just the report out of Cincinnati. Extremely large numbers for a wide receiver contract, but we know what Chase can do. We know that Justin Jefferson just signed a 4-year, $140 million, 110 in guarantees. We know CeeDee Lamb is soon enough going to get definitely more than that. So
I don't know.
Right now, I don't believe that he won't step on the field.
I
think that it's definitely gonna be priority number one as soon as the season ends for Cincinnati. I think he'll be on the field.
I don't know if either of them are gonna get that much money. Him or CD. 4 years, 160. That's
40 million.
Nah. 40 a year. That's no one.
Nah.
You're entering quarterback numbers there. That's
absolutely. Decent quarterback money at that.
Not fucking. That's Kirk Cousins money. Would you? Yeah, no. If he get
the rumor has it, CD they laid the table, I believe 33.5.
Yeah.
I mean, and like you said, you haven't heard nothing from CD's agent. You haven't heard nothing from Dallas, so that gives me the smelling that something's going to be done before the season starts.
That's yeah. I mean, with who? With Chase? With Chase? With Chase or with CD?
Yeah, CD gonna get his money.
Yeah, that's only, and mind you,
some money.
at 33 and a half, that's for 4 years, that's 134 million. That makes sense. That makes sense for CD. what's it? Ayuk's probably going to get around the 29 and 30 mark.
As he should.
But, yeah, we didn't all believe that initially, but like you keep talking and you realize, like, yeah, actually, he kind of was the number one.
Hey, quick story on Ayuk. We heard last week, 49ers are going to come to Pittsburgh. Now we're hearing today, but it's probably jokes and stuff. Which probably figures that the 49ers are probably going to go with the spotlight and possibly sign Ayuk to a contract. As I said, this has been a story all year, but that's today's news. That Shanahan and the gang is basically sitting here like, we have no new news, but we have been talking, and hopefully it ends up something good on the 49ers.
At this point, it makes sense for them to sign Ayuk. We're what? About 10 days away from the season starting, something like that? 2 weeks? If you send them to what other team, it's gonna be growing pains at the beginning. It's gonna have all these expectations because you traded for him, gave up the draft capital, and then you're paying
have a deal in place.
Contract. Yeah, so it makes sense for you that him and just stay there. And also from San Francisco's perspective, yeah, they got some they drafted a receiver, I believe, to kind of slide in there and kind of help out, but you really want to alternate you don't want to alternate your depth chart like that. So it makes sense for him to stay.
You also don't necessarily want a rookie playing a key role in what's supposed to be a championship run necessarily when you don't have to. So you're right.
A lot of people discount it, and we've talked about it here before when it comes to quarterbacks. A young player's confidence, if his confidence gets shook, it can ruin a career. Now, at the same time, some people, if he's made to be who he is, he's gonna be able to work through that. A lot of times that happens with Hall of Fame quality players.
You can always change from Jacoby Brissett at some point to Drake May. But if you start Drake May, you can't go back and start Jacoby Brissett and then at some point bring May back. It's not gonna work.
That ruins
everything. You gotta do it in the right order. So yeah, they don't gotta start him. But yeah, I don't know.
You don't gotta do all that. Hey man, your boy Aaron Rodgers is out here today.
Why?
Flicking the wrist, man. Flicking the wrist.
That's a hell of a
50-yard bomb. Flicking the wrist. Aaron Wilson. Hopefully you don't get hurt 2 seconds into the season, but that's Aaron Rodgers.
I'm protesting.
Yep.
I protest all Aaron Rodgers talk.
Absolutely. Don't want my face connected.
Absolutely. Hey, you don't want to hear about him. I understand that. I understand you don't talk. Can you talk about a nice pretty lady real quick?
Who?
Would that entertain you and put your camera back on?
Maybe.
Okay. The WNBA's kicked off the second half of the season. We spoke a little bit about it last week.
He got the battery in his back. His man's backed him up.
Who you talking about?
Go ahead. I'm messing with you. Go
ahead. So yeah, second part of the season started. We spoke on some things last week in terms of the teams coming in strong in the second half. The rookie of the year race. How would that play out? I think we all banged that Caitlin Clark will probably take it all. And this weekend, she was not playing at all to start the second half of the season. 30-point triple-double, basically.
Love it.
It's got 2 games like back-to-back, like 25 plus. Keeping the Indiana Fever, keeping them in the playoff position, keeping them very ball in the playoff position. Gelling wise, done wise. Angel Reese numbers, man. Triple-double, 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 triple-double. And it actually came from good with her this week. Lost and got a deal with Reese.
Crazy, dope, obvious deal. The most obvious deal, but you weren't sure. Sometimes the obvious ones they don't make. But this was the obvious deal. I'm so glad they did it. She signed with Reese's.
Why the fuck she's in here now? She's in. Oh, snap. If anybody said it's Reese's, we eat Reese's in the world. Reese's is real. People.
She's lit. I'm hyped for her.
Fire line, Reese's line.
You see the jersey?
That's fire.
Reese's jersey was fire.
I don't know if I'll rock it, but I'll definitely get a sweater or something, the hat, something to support.
I'll rock it and go to a game. Shit.
If I can go to a game, yeah.
That's a lot of money, though. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I might buy a Caitlin first. That's all.
So Reese's, Angel Reese's, this gives you. If there's gonna be more Reese's on your steps for Halloween this year.
I certainly hope so.
Absolutely. Support over it. Absolutely.
Let's go. Shout out to Reese. By you, Barbie. Doing it big. As we expected.
Man. Another WNBA topic. Last night, Tuesday, August 20th, bring the first WNBA game to Boston, the TD Garden. First off, I want to let y'all know that there was no Caitlin Clark, there was no Angel Reese, and that game was sold the hell out.
Good shit.
Sold the hell out. Repeat. The TD Garden last night for that showdown between two teams who ain't even from Boston, both Connecticut's New England, so we kind of take them as that sister brand. Sold out.
Only because we don't have one. That's the only reason we would
only reason I don't have one, man.
Anything involved in Connecticut.
Some people are trying to petition for Connecticut to bring themselves to Boston. This becomes the Boston son.
Please don't.
Mohegan's not letting that happen. Let you know, Mohegan's son is not letting that happen at all.
I can have all of that.
But I love the Boston team. I know there's a lot of other teams being made right now, and I think if we did get a team, it'll probably be another like 3 to 5 years. But at the same time, man, Boston stood out. They had a big old block party before the game. Lots of people that I know or either know at the game last night. So
did a lot of Boston Hoopers go?
Yes, Boston Hoopers went. Girls basketball teams went. You had people in the basketball community go there. Shout out to I seen the Salem State girls basketball team. Pictures of them at the game last night. So shout out to that. Shout out to my sister Gita. She had a couple girls there, man. Shout out to her. She received the award at the block party yesterday. She got us. She has the little thing that she does around girls and sports and other things that she does. She actually had a big old camp this summer. That drew a lot of young ladies, and yeah, I'm loving the way the choir is speaking for these lady athletes. Continue to let it roar, continue to support if you can, continue to watch if you can. And WNBA, the official sponsor of Delta, the official sponsor of the WNBA. So those plane rides are gonna be coming in smoother by the day, man. So
that was a smart deal by them
right now, man.
I'm glad they didn't make a deal with Southwest.
NHL, MLB, y'all better watch out in America, dog. Coming, dog.
That's funny. You're not wrong. Hockey don't care, though. Hockey got the crowd they want, and they don't really need more. They're like, we don't give a shit. But baseball definitely cares, and they're really lonely right now.
Yes, sir. But another thing one more thing that came out this Boston game. Shout out to the Connecticut Sun for having a great fourth quarter run to beat the Sparks. The Sparks were competitive last night, despite the record, despite the loss of Karen Brink. They continued to push it out. I think Vegas had sleeves in that game, but that's just me. DeJohnny Carrington called out the WNBA as well for something that's obvious, and it's going to be a little bit more obvious for a while until it really keeps going. But the promoting of the game, that they're not going to really promote and promote this game. It's something that you take baby steps. You know what I'm saying? You take these baby steps right now to get these views. The promos will come out crispier and smoother as time goes by. But she shared her frustration at the media conference in regards to better promotion for this game, though it was sold out. But in all, just maybe the viewership. It's on a Tuesday, so it's kind of like you know what I'm saying? It's not your Saturday game, it's not your Friday game.
Yeah, but it was on a Tuesday when nothing else was on.
Yeah, literally.
Not a guy. I went on to one of my sites. That had the links for sports, and I've never seen it empty. It had nothing. There was nothing. It didn't even have the WNBA one, which I thought was kind of messed up. But
definitely messed up. It was CC or AR.
Oh, that game would have been on there. It would have said Caitlin Clark.
Exactly, top 3.
They would have tagged it the way we tag our videos.
Absolutely. And Gabby Williams, star of the France team, signs with the Seattle Storm. Seattle Storm trying to make a playoff push, trying to win the Western Conference. Gabby Williams, that's a solid move for them, moving forward, and trying to hoist the Western Conference trophy as they're one of the prime contenders in that conference right now. So WNBA news, we told y'all, we got y'all, baby. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't hear WNBA, you know you can hear it. STWF-TV, baby. Parlay Perspective, we got y'all.
You heard
all day, every day. You figured deal me. Figured deal me, man. Fellas, man. I want to take a quick break, man.
Where the hoes at?
We can do I want some holes, man. The golf ball wants some holes. 15, 20 seconds. We'll get some holes. We'll bring back to you guys, and we'll have them sit with us and talk.
Hose water. Whether you've been playing hard or working hard, when your thirst needs to be quenched, there's hose water. Found at any retailer where sports drinks are sold. Or connected to your faucet in the backyard if you don't want to pay $4 for it. Hose water. Get yours today.
This is an emergency message. Stop what you're doing and hit the like button. Also comment and subscribe. Thank you. We now return you to your program.
Being here tonight. Hey, major Western Conference matchup tonight. The Aces versus the Lynx. That's gonna be fire right there. You know what I'm saying? Might have to put that over here, man, while I'm here. We over here sinking tonight, man, doing our thing, man.
Oh, that game. That's creepy. That game starts as you said that.
Really? Crazy as hell, man. Hey, I might be on to something, man. It's somebody's birthday in here. Well, it was somebody's birthday last night. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't here. I know he probably got all types of cake smushed in his face and all that stuff. But happy birthday to Coach Lee. It's still your birthday, brother. Happy birthday to you.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Had a blast. You know, my hating man's cousin came in there. I Clay. He's a 49er fan. That picture I posted there of the stuff my kids got me.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I'll see a bunch of trash. Shout out to you, Kim, folks.
We'll see the 49ers again this season. Hopefully, we can mark the writing on the wall, man.
Yeah, keep dreaming.
Yeah,
Trevor, what you win for?
We gonna beat the 49ers this year. We gonna get them. We gonna get them. You know who knows birthday is today? Because it's a birthday every day. No matter Coach's birthday yesterday, somebody's birthday the next day. We know that. Everybody's born on every single day of every day. Somebody's birthday. Today's birthday, 105 years old today. Shout out Sister Jean. Y'all remember Sister Jean?
Yep.
Sister Jean.
You know what I'm saying? Chicago Loyola. You know what I'm saying?
She's not my lover.
Hey, happy birthday
just a girl
to the sister
who thinks that I am the one.
105 years old. The famous
I see what you did there.
You looking fly, baby. Hey yo, Miss Sister Jean, baby. You know, you heard? Hey, shit, daddy.
Drop down and get your eagle on, girl. Happy birthday.
She got her ding on, dog. And the college plans to throw a party for her before school starts. So I'll be tuning that to see if she hopefully survives that party. I wouldn't be going to no more parties.
Jesus Christ, guy.
Yeah. I just feel like after, like we talked about it a little earlier, like,
hey, just make sure it's not a surprise party.
Distance.
That part right there.
Make sure it's not a surprise party. You got a pacemaker.
Make sure. Listen here, man. Hey, we spoke on it earlier. You get older, you stay motivated. The moment that you stop, especially at her age, listen here, may not be able to go again. You know what I'm saying? So
stop playing.
Happy birthday to the sister. Happy birthday to the sister.
She oiled her hips. She oiled her hips and dropped down and get an eagle on.
Oh my God.
Did we go there?
Why not? Greatest can have fun. Hey, look, if they could power bomb what made through a table, we can make a few jokes about a 105-year-old woman who's still kicking.
Fair enough. Fair enough. I just had this visual when y'all said that though.
That's funny, right?
We back to gridiron. But we're not talking about any like current athlete. Talk about a former athlete, former NFL player, and it saddens me that I have to bring this news up because he's a former Boston College football player. Gardner Corrales was arrested early Sunday, returned to Logan Airport, accused of drunkenly hitting one man and urinating on another during a fight from Boston to Dublin. He was arrested and charged with disorderly conduct on Sunday.
Guy knows how to party. Guy knows how to party.
Chelios, a first-round pick in the Detroit Lions in 2008, also played for the Bucks and the Colts, was arrested at Delta Airlines and returned to Logan Airport. Troopers ordered the 40-year-old from Wakefield to leave the plane, but he became irate and uncooperative. He was then arrested on charges of disorderly conduct and disturbing the flight crew. According to the police report, he was apparently drunk when he boarded the plane, allegedly arguing with the flight crew about his seat, and an hour into the flight, urinated on an elderly passenger. He then hit another passenger and took out the passenger seat before passing out, the report said.
You know who I am? Actually said no.
I'm pissed, man.
Oh, man. So,
Chelios play in the NFL.
On X, he wrote, I would like to address the media reports about me that surfaced today regarding a situation that occurred on board a flight to Ireland this weekend. The flight was unexpectedly delayed for approximately 4 hours and did not take off until 12:30 a.m. In preparation for the expected overnight flight, I took a sleeping medication that I don't normally use, which resulted in behavior that is not representative of my character, and I would like to apologize to the passengers and the flight crew. The Boston Globe tried to speak to him and his attorney as he left the court, but they couldn't get to him.
Report to my demise.
Fucking God, man.
We're greatly under-exaggerated.
Well, that's why they thought you was drunk. Because usually when people are drunk, they do shit like that. Not urinate on people who are fucking probably urinate on themselves.
Yeah. Fun fact, you can't pee on people without consent anyway.
Yeah. 40 ounces of malt liquor make it taste something.
Say rolling around, sitting on doves, count my hours, high on shrubs, cooling in my Escalade. Man, I'm paid, I got it made. Take me to your special place. Close your eyes, show me your face. I'm gonna piss on it.
That boy a fool for that.
Hey, one guy in court, one guy out of court. Dwight Howard was charged with disturbing sexual assault charges last year, where it was told a man filed a report about him and him having fun. And he said that Dwight Howard posted every possible thing in the world, but the charges have been dismissed. Dwight Howard, I guess, can say that he didn't do any of it, but we know deep down inside Dwight, your ass did that shit. Hey, at the end of the day, it has nothing to do with the potential Hall of Fame nod, or maybe it does. Maybe they may look at it, or whatever. But I can only talk about Dwight Howard, the player. He was a great player. Whatever you do outside the court is your business. But the fact that you had a charge like this and what we heard what happened, bro. Listen here, man. You need to stay away from everybody. Take care of those kids and play in China. Just play in China.
Also, that's scary.
When did the wheels fall off of him? When Kobe broke him?
Yeah, I think so. When Cole broke him, honestly.
You can make a case when he put his balls in his mouth back when he was a rookie.
And to be real, the Lakers organization broke him.
Sad.
Never say.
People don't realize the man had, when he got traded to Los Angeles, he was dealing with a crazy rotator cuff injury.
Yeah.
And the Lakers had him getting needled up every night to say, go out there. You got to be Wilt. You got to be Shaq. You got to be Kareem. And he was damn near none of those motherfuckers. Though he had a great prime, yeah, it just fucked. And then Kobe was all in his ear too, so that kind of fucked everything up. He went to Houston with James Harden, another superstar. That didn't work. And then from there, it just went down.
Kobe broke him. I think when we went to Houston when the wheels fell off.
Yeah. But
he's probably partying his ass off there.
But everything we're talking about is about like mental. In terms of his game,
In
terms of his game, I don't even think he fell off. The game changed out from under him.
Yeah.
The game definitely changed.
His position got legislated out.
Yeah.
Like, we don't need big athletic centers who cannot shoot a lick. Like, if you can defend now, obviously that still stuck around, but like it got to the point where you weren't a lob threat off of the pick and roll because your back's always hurt. So
true.
Now offensively you are utterly useless.
Okay, that was it started with the back and then the rotator cuff got fucked
the
up.
back is he was no longer a lob threat. And offensively, if he's not a lob threat, he is nothing.
He has no arsenal in his game other than
right. He has like a little post move, but again, it's the same back that you got to throw up against somebody. So you can't really do the post moves. So you got to be a lob guy. Couldn't do that. I mean, his days were numbered the minute the center started shooting threes.
Hold on. Let me see. Let's see. Dwight Howard averaged 15.7 and 11.8 for his career, man. 8 All-Star games, 3 Defensive Player of the Year awards, and a lone Mickey Mouse championship. But shout out to him, man.
All-time great
at his time. And I always say, you here in your time in the era that you was in, you definitely hit the ranks. So you definitely get respected. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, all this extra shit you do on the Dwight Howard, maybe the mental just was too fried that you just went into new fucking invaders. Hey,
all I know is.
But in all, we seen you all play. We all seen what you can bring to the table. I still think you can help a team now. But I don't think you ever get signed to a team again. But I think you still can help a team.
Yo, that's terrifying, man. If he approach you and he want the booty, it's gonna be hard to fight that. That's a big motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. 7 fucking feet.
That's what's that?
I'm a man to white. I'm a man to white.
That half big scene all over again. I'm a man, Damon.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I'm glad you said that, Will, because I was like, should I be thinking that in my head? Because that's the first thing that came to my mind. It's like,
a scary motherfucker.
That's a big dude.
That's 6'11", freak athlete. Like, he's not athletic enough to be in the league anymore. He's more athletic than every motherfucker he walks into, though. Like,
and
that's scary.
And just think the wild look he gets in his eye.
Yeah, especially because he's never been like that intense guy. He's more of like mal-tempered, like laughing and joking. But at some point, that's gonna get serious, right? Like, that's fucking terrifying.
Oh, Carl. You're gonna turn into the booty warrior.
Squirrel Master ain't always gonna be there for you. I see you, I'm gonna want my cocktail. Fruit.
Shout out to you, Dwight Howard, man.
Do your thing, Dwight. Do your thing, Dwight. Don't do other people's thing without consent. Do your thing.
Don't do this. In a fast fact, Anthony Edwards. Obviously, we heard this a bunch of times, but you know, Anthony Edwards is becoming his own star in the game. Yeah. And he said something that we know some sort, but we're not going to do all the players in Jordan's era like this. But Anthony Edwards said that Jordan was basically the only skilled guy in his era. When asked about his generation of basketball different from older generations, Anthony Edwards did quote, though, I didn't watch it back in the day, so I can't speak on it. He said, they said it was tougher back then than it is now, but I don't think anybody had skill back then. He said, Michael Jordan was the only one that really had skill. You know what I mean? So that's why when they saw Kobe, they were like, oh my God, but now everybody has skill. Got some flack from a couple people. One, you know, who's going to come in through for the old heads, no matter if it's Michael or anybody, even though he hates Michael. Well, Michael hates him. Isaiah Thomas. commented on Anthony Edwards' quote and said propaganda works, so be careful what you choose to believe. And yeah, man. So we don't believe that Michael Jordan was the only guy with skill. There was a lot of players with skill, right?
Dominique Wilkins had skill. The human highlight film. But I get what he's saying.
It may not be. A lot of players nowadays probably got multiple skills. You know what I'm saying? Multiple things they can do. A lot of players back then probably had maybe 1.5 things they can do. Some people nothing. I mean, but the fact that he said he didn't watch the game, he's basically just going off what people were saying then. Because you remember, this man for a good portion of his life was probably a football player and then was just dogging people on the field, so he played basketball and became nice and that. So now you got the double whammy. You know what I'm saying? So I like how he came about it.
I will say this. I believe the game as a whole is unquestionably more skilled than it was back then.
Yeah,
it's not even close, really. Like, they can all shoot, they can all dribble. It's kind of nuts.
We just got done talking about how Dwight Howard got phased out
because he lacked skill, and he would have been a great center back then. But yeah, look, I get it. I mean, look, at his position after Clyde, I dare you to find a shooting guard that would start in the top 15 teams in this league right now, or even 20. You're not like the next one up is like what? Craig Elo, John Starks. Love John Starks, but go look at his averages. The man was not getting buckets.
How about there's a guy from the Mavs who definitely probably could have started in today's league. What's the guy's
Mashburn?
McGuire?
Oh, Mark McGuire.
He could have played.
No, he could play. No. See, there's this weird thing that happens where like everybody jumps to the extreme. I'm not saying that they like.
No, I'm just naming some players. Like,
yeah.
Alex English.
They could play as Alex English. Could play.
This is
But
Alex
English is it
really hard.
Is it English before Jordan though?
Yes. Like, yeah, a couple of years before.
He might have still been in there. Yeah, he was still there when Jordan got there. But how much of his career was left after Jordan arrived? Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's hard to find the climb. It's hard unless you really watch the game, and there'd be some guys that watched the game in that era. It's like, well, I can name you 5-2 guards because I watched the game and these were my guys, you know. But ultimately, when we break down the list of in our era, we fucking had the best of the best 2 guards. So those best of the best guys basically make out the list that we're all making now. You know what I'm saying? So
right, like that's what I'm saying. Like if you do the greatest shooting guards of all time list, is going to be a couple before Jordan, then it's going to be like Jordan and Clyde, and then everybody's going to be after. The rest of the list is going to be after because the shooting guard position changed because of Jordan. Now your best athlete wanted to play 2 guard. Like you had bigger guys who were like, oh, I'll just play shooting guard or on the wing. Here's the other thing though. I don't just because they're more skilled, like now. Half of the moves and things that they do right now, they couldn't even do back then. So how skilled would the players of now be if they actually called carry and travel the way it was originally, like the rule was originally written? Like you got guys taking 2-3 steps. You got guys taking 2-3 steps in between dribbles, but they're not touching the ball. So technically it's not a dribble. Like they've figured out how to bend every version of these rules now. Like, so, yeah, they're more skilled, but if you put some of these guys back then, they're not even going to be able to – they'll average 10 turnovers a game because the rules are different. So
I'm looking at rankers, the top shooting guards of the 90s.
Yeah.
Of course, Jordan, then Drexler.
Yeah.
And after that, you got Reggie Miller.
Okay.
Yep.
Mitch Richmond.
Okay.
Joe Dumars. Got the gym rat, Chris Mullin.
I don't even know if Mullin's really a 2, but okay.
Steve Smith.
Yeah. But Again, that's later, a little later.
Latrell's free
Muller
roll.
was a 2. Muller was a 2.
Yes, but he kind of was a 3. I don't know. I get it. I guess.
I mean, depending when they was prime TMC,
kind of the same position.
But
my thing
once
is,
that was the schedule, you stretch 3 because he's getting older. You really can't fuck with the 2 like that.
My thing is, when he played 2, was he matched up? Was he defending Jordan? I didn't see a lot of clips of that, but I didn't watch. So
shit.
So that's what's important.
Shit, Joe. We see Joe
Joe would defend because Joe Dumas is great, but Joe's
right,
a 2-guard. Joe's a 2-guard who's a great defender. So yeah,
no. Like I said, Joe Dumas is the only motherfucker that can probably fucking check him 1-on-1.
Well,
so I'm saying
him and Gary.
Probably wasn't DM. No.
Gary played him well too, even though he's got buckets on him. Gary played him.
Oh.
Gary made him work.
Yeah.
He don't like to admit that shit. He talked shit on the Last Dance and laughed at him and shit like that. But like, all right, bro, we watched. You can't laugh at your numbers dropping crazy like percentage-wise. I guess you still won. Yeah, okay, but the motherfucker beat you up, bro. Stop playing.
Yeah, man.
And I still stand behind this sentiment. I'm a big Jordan fan, but I still think even if he had played, the Rockets would have beat the Bulls at some point in time.
I can see that. At least one of them, maybe not both, but at least one of them.
Probably that first year that they won it.
No, you had
when Ori and Cassell were rookies.
You had your story big man. You had your story big man and the team to keep that media free. That would have been fire. Those guys, those 2 teams would have matched up in the finals twice. Definitely would have been third. Definitely would have been third.
If you heard Jordan talks, Elijah one's probably one of the few players that he gives his flowers to,
or just avoids altogether.
Yeah, because he knew when he played for when he played with Five Slammer Jammer, he was giving Jordan that work.
He also realized, like, if you watch the way he plays, like Elijah One's game is one of the most worked on games. Like he actually put thousands of hours into what he does, and to the point where he never stopped, and to this day still coaching people. Yeah. The very moves that made him a Hall of Famer.
Oh, then they were reading say last year, motherfucker was charging like $50,000.
Yeah, right. It was and motherfuckers was paying it, but that means you only the top tier can afford that. So like only Braun can come see him, like fucking KD can come see him. Other than that, he's not. I got shit to do in Jamaica. Like I'm not.
You would say, give me 10 of that. You would say, give me 10 of that. I'll get you right.
Hey, Gil, see how many guys you work with that end up Hall of Famers. We'll see.
Let's see there, man. Yo, man.
I love Gil, though. Gil's the man.
His son, man, is fucking gonna be. I can't wait for his son to hit college, man. His son gonna be problem.
You think his son's nice? Yeah. Is this what's his son doing right now?
His son, no fucking. I think he's one of like the top players in Cali. He's a bucket. He's a bucket.
I would hope so. His dad was.
Wasn't his daughter nice with it too? Did he have a daughter that balls as well?
Yep, daughter balls. Yeah, he got his children hooping. His children be hooping. Yeah.
Every time I hear about kids balling, I just like, damn. I wonder what would have happened with Gigi. Like, I wonder. You see how the game is played now. Gigi would have been killing.
It's crazy, man.
Absolutely.
But then hold on. But then we have to get to this point too. Would she? No. Like I believe that she would have had the DNA to go in there and be a WNBA player. But even if she was like, say, she wasn't the best of the best. No, it just speaks volumes of what she was, because even if she wasn't the best of the best on the team, she played hard. She played D. She gave everything. All the stuff that doesn't appear on the stat sheets that the people want to see. You know, the points, the assists, and all that.
That she was done. But like, I don't imagine. Can you imagine one of Kobe's kids not working at their game and being good at everything? Like, it doesn't even sound. That don't even sound like.
She would have been the excellent floor general. Like, she's the girl that could be a point guard for like a NCAA championship team. Where
to be fair, we don't know what the fuck she would have been. Like, but I know she would have worked. That's all I know.
I just see from what
she can shoot too.
She didn't see her play. But there's players that she had around her, and then I know she had Zebo's daughter. Zebo's daughter's going to like Louisville or something. Big force inside. they were talking about Kobe not too long ago. Her and Zebo was speaking on, you know, he wanted his girl to play basketball, so he kept trying to get at Kobe for days. Like, yo, my daughter want to work. My daughter want to work hard. Kobe's like, you sure? She want to work hard. Bring her in here, and sky's the limit, man. So yeah, man, it's crazy, man. But for two guard nations, man, they had George Gervin on the top two guard list.
In the 90s?
Yeah, all time, but not for
No,
90s.
all time. All
time, but not for 90s.
Not the 90s, all time.
His glass work was impeccable.
Yeah, the finger roll, crazy.
See, and that's how much I didn't really know. I didn't really watch basketball then because I could have sworn the motherfucker was like a 3 or 4 the way he was hitting the ball like that. His height.
Yeah. I mean, he again, just like with Mullen in the later days, he moved more 3. That's what it was. Like nowadays, a 2-guard can end up a power forward. A 2-guard can end up a power forward by the end of his career. But back then, it was like,
motherfuckers. That guy, Mitch Richmond, was fire. And you know another guy on the low that was fire in the day, but his ass couldn't stay out of trouble? J.R. Ryder was fucking.
Yeah, Ryder was a problem. Ryder was actually
J.R. Ryder was giving homies the biz, dog.
Yeah,
I got J.R. Ryder's autograph.
They tried to compare him to Jordan at one point when he was coming up. Because he had that like same height, athleticism, could shoot.
There was one year where the West gave invites to Kobe, Eddie Jones, Nick Van Exel, Michael Finley, and all them. J.R. Ryder was better than all the motherfuckers that year.
Yeah, J.R. was a problem. Yeah, J.R. was a problem. Eddie Jones.
Damn, I like Kobe so much that I liked Eddie Jones. I was kind of sad that Eddie Jones.
I was mad. I was mad that they moved. I felt like you could have just played them 2 and 3, played them, but they went with Fox instead. And I don't know if it's instead at the time.
Oh my God, Rick Fox.
I rock with Fox, but he's so replaceable. It's unbelievable.
Damn.
He's one of the most replaceable starters on a championship team, maybe ever.
Absolutely, man. Hey, man, we back to the gridiron college football though, not NFL. College football, first head of college football news. The Oklahoma State Cowboys will insert QR codes on each player helmet and QR codes on the scoreboard for you to donate to the NIL Foundation and also donate to a player.
I got mixed feelings about this.
Me too.
And the reason why I got the mixed feelings about it is, ain't this the same team where the head coach just recently came out and told his guys pretty much enough with trying to get NIL deals, with the focus on playing football, and then they rolled this out?
That and what did we talk about the other day, Monday, when I was a little disillusioned by how much actual boosters are allowed to give. Stop. Mm-hmm. We pay to go to the games. We sit through your fucking commercials. Stop reaching your goddamn hand out for money from us when y'all got boosters already lining y'all pockets. And I don't mean the players. Now, that's why I really think this whole thing is diabolical and why I really don't rock with it. It's because now you disguising it under the idea that it's for the NIL. But your people should be paying the NIL. Or your people should be handing out money or advertisement deals or shit like that. You got boosters for that.
Mm-hmm.
Boosters. Boost. Simple. Stop.
Come after me.
Yeah. I'm 40. You heard?
Now you put it like that, man. Yeah, man, that's penny pitching, man. That's penny pitching to a tour, man. That's like these hoes. That's like these birds in these holes saying, "Oh, give me your give me your private page on Snapchat," but they want to charge $50 for a picture. Fuck out of here, y'all doing too much. You already got the motherfuckers here. You trying to charge motherfuckers up?
It's got a peek into his Saturday nights.
It's crazy, no.
But yeah, you're not wrong though. Bro, I just don't understand. Stop. They always doing this. They always reaching their hand out for something and that's like I said, the worst part is you say, for the NIL fund. Even if it go to them, first of all, it won't all go to them.
I was about to ask you that. I'm pretty sure a percentage goes to the university for handling fees.
Yeah, I'm done with the NCAA. I cannot wait until it crumbles. I cannot wait until the second conference. I don't think they can stop it. They're trying to corral it now, and the TV deals might help keep it together for a little while longer. But that second division is going to be created as big as the SEC. They're going to be like, hey, yo, let's be out. And they're going to bounce. And I don't know. I can't wait. Because the biggest thing is the other sports. But football is going to make this decision for everyone.
Yes.
Football will make this decision for everyone. And when they do, it's going to shake up the world. Because how does it play out for basketball if they do that? Do they just say, all right, yeah, we're not even doing the NCAA tournament. We're doing SEC tournament or whatever the super conference tournament. That's what we're going to do. I just can't wait. I can't wait for the NCAA to crumble. Can't wait.
Yeah, that means it's more NCAA football.
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. That's the craziest argument I ever heard. You just picked my shit apart with like 8 words. That's holy shit! I just took the craziest loss I've ever seen on this show.
But that adds more to your point because it's just a money fucking grab. They know like the media and everybody. They know how to tickle people now. They tickling us. They tickling people, and then here they go. And then soon enough, like you said, they'll have the NCAA blanked out. Fuck them. And then they'll be doing their own thing. But then what happens to shit that we've somewhat grew up on and things like that, and they don't give a fuck about that. And it sucks. It's the reality of it. But
Took was like, no, he just ended me. That's crazy. Yeah, you got me. I'm done.
Couple QB reports. Bo Nix starting QB1 of the Denver Broncos. You guys
crazy,
like the move,
but expected.
Like the move, expected. Coach,
so
like the move.
We're gonna have to. This season could change the conversation for Peyton because if he just comes over here to a team that sucked, got to deal with the whole Russ situation. We couldn't tell if it was Russ being a diva or if he was trying to come in and set the tone by being a dickhead. And the truth is, it was probably a little column A, a little column B. But now he's got the opportunity to actually draft his quarterback. And what do we know about him? We know he's great with quarterbacks. He took Breeze, however good we thought Breeze would or could have been,
elevated.
Took him off that injury and changed his career around. Made him one of the all-time greatest quarterbacks to ever play this league.
And you forgot who his first quarterback was that he kind of mentored and got noticed.
Who was that?
One Antonio Romo.
Yeah, so Peyton can work with quarterbacks, and now he got the guy that plays the way he wants to play, which is to move. Who said seasoned vet?
I'm saying it. He's a seasoned vet.
Yeah. The truth, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm so into this point that I missed that. It's great.
My bad.
Nah. I should have been ready because that's him. That's what we know him for. But yeah, he got a vet. But also he got a guy who plays in a system that moves the ball quick. Oregon, everything's quick. Everything's fast. And that's how Peyton likes to play. Now, they're not going to go full no huddle every time, but like, remember how many times did they catch guys in the wrong packages when they had Drew Brees in his prime? That was one of their go-to moves. Yep. Randomly catch you in a bad package,
put the pressure on you.
Reggie Bush on a linebacker, you're done. And so that's what they do. And I think now he's got a guy who knows how to play that way. Now, is he going to be a great quarterback? We don't know. But we do know he's probably in the best position possible for a rookie quarterback with a quarterback coach and a team that has no expectations. And he was like the 5th quarterback pick. He don't even got to be good. Like, but if he is, it's going to be great. I think they're in a good spot.
He's good. He saves a lot of people's jobs, especially a lot of people in the
yes. Not wrong about that.
For real.
Receivers, linemen, coaches. Yeah, he's saving jobs if he's good. And
I'm listening on the star right now. Like, I hope this is it.
Did we get it right? Dude.
Patriots, man. The Patriots named their number 1 QB.
Did they? I didn't hear this part.
Jacoby Brissett is starting the season off as the Patriots' number 1 QB. Should have gone to Drake May.
No. Absolutely not.
Or they do the right thing. I mean, we've already agreed
It's
that
the
they kind of
100% right thing. If you the other way is the David Carr way.
Yep. Hey, that's a good example. Broke that quarterback.
Broke him. This team is
Hold on,
awful.
I got a question about him. Wasn't that
You see him the other day?
Was he on one of the Madden games?
Was he what?
Again?
Was he Carl one of the Madden games or am I tripping?
Was he on a Madden cover? I don't think so.
All right, okay.
I don't.
It was just probably there's a lot of buzz coming in for because the franchise was new and all this.
He was. It was a huge deal, and they let him get killed. You see him the other day? It seems like he's still not all the way healthy.
PTSD.
They had him on his show. He was like a 70s porn star. Like they knocked him back into time. Like he got the porn star mustache, slick back. He looked ridiculous. Anyway, this is wild right now. Somebody Google David Carr. Pull that up. But anyways, you can't start Drake, man.
I got Pete Carroll. Pete Carroll's going back to college, guys.
Yeah? USC, please.
College, yeah, man. He's going back to teach. He's going back to teach, man. He's not going back to college as a coach. So it definitely is sad. When I seen the news, I said, "Damn, he's coming back. He's going to USC though. He's going back to the motherland."
Somebody can talk him into it. Who's coaching there right now? It's what's his name? He's a good coach, solid coach. Got the trouble. Not Scarnett.
Sarkisian.
Yeah, Sarkisian. Yeah, Sarkisian. Sarkisian. Yeah, he's there. And Sark's a good coach. He's nuts, but he's a good coach.
He's on the future.
Sarkisian.
Teaching the future.
USC head coach is Lincoln Riley.
Oh, it's Riley. It's not Sark.
Sark,
it used to be Sark.
Oh shit.
Sark is at Texas.
Sark's at Texas. Okay. On offensive coordinator.
Head coach.
Sark's our head coach. Why did I?
Why you think we winning now? He don't get drunk no more.
Yeah, he started drinking. He got the bottle. What up, Chris?
What's up, Chris?
Why did I think Sark was there? Sark was there at a point though. He was out there. He was there with Lane Kiffin.
He was. And
that's
when he left. I think he left there. Did he go to Alabama after that?
Yeah, he went.
And Alabama went to UT.
And then he got a job. Oh, yeah, good for Sark. That's right. My God, Sark.
And they re-upped him this offseason.
They should. Your team has been doing great, and Sark's a good coach. And he's not drinking, like you said, so that's amazing. Shout out to Sark, man.
My man got the action.
And he got a nice sister on his own.
Oh, Sarky. Let's get it.
Hey, man. Pete Carroll, he doesn't know where he's going back to USC to teach. But he said in the future, he's going back to USC to teach.
He's going to be the head coach now.
Yo, now that I know it's not Sark, I mean, well, Lincoln's nice, but we're going to see how nice Lincoln is without.
Lincoln is about to be the Chicago Bears head coach next year.
That's what you think? I think. Yeah, that could work. That could work.
He's going to get reunited with his quarterback. I still think Eberflus is going after this year.
Yeah, and you know why? Because they have all this like bells and whistles, and also that line is still no good.
Yeah,
that line is still not good.
They revamped it for the skill position. They totally revamped that offense.
Everything, but the line is still the bum ass line that wasn't blocking in the first place.
And that's going to be the team's scapegoat to get rid of the coach.
There you go.
In the slides, Lincoln Riley. Young, up and comer.
It's musical chairs, and Eberflus is going to be without a fucking chair. Yeah, everybody gonna move over one seat.
Oh snap, man! I got an injury report for y'all, man.
Oh, is this bad?
I'm sorry, it's at the end of the night, kind of like this, but shit, y'all throw y'all pom poms for the fucking Lions all fucking day.
Oh, don't do this to us.
I'm gonna do y'all this. Yeah. Stay in y'all lanes, Cowboy Patriots. Don't fucking be going down the line, bro. Yeah, I told y'all it's gonna be bad decision, but anyway, get to news. The Lions closed in full practice of Wednesday up. Penei Sewell went down with a foot injury. When he went down, he was like, not Penei.
He's left tackle, right?
Oh, that's the fortunate thing. They actually have him at right.
Okay.
They have him at right, and I think, is it Ragnow on left? Or is Ragnow in the middle? So Decker on left, someone else is on left for some reason. At least that's what they were saying on the McAfee show. So
he went under his own power into the locker room. Third play in practice. He removed his socks and shoes as trainers examined his left foot. Again, he left on his own power off the field. Probably be out. He'll probably be out. He'll probably be a week to week. If it's a worst scenario injury, probably like 2 to 4. Probably something.
We'll see what it is. Because if that's Liz Frank, he's done. But I think they would have made a bigger deal if it was Liz Frank. So it's not a Liz Frank injury. Then, yeah. It was funny is the reason why he doesn't play left tackle, coach, is because he's disgusting. He's so good that they were like, we can afford, you can adapt to moving to right. Decker is probably better at left. So can you just play right? And he was just like, all right. Cool.
Jermaine Gibbs back in practice. Possibly the beginning of the week next week. So that's a good sign for the Lions. But losing this man today, man, hopefully not for much time, kind of gives you a scare, man. You're just waiting 24 hours to get that MRI so you can see what's going on.
I got a quick question for y'all. I got into a debate, and the worst part is that it was on a random post. I could never find it again, so I can't even go tell the guy's an idiot. I already did, obviously, but who would you say is a better back, or just order these backs from like best to worst? These 3 backs: Achane, Gibbs, and Bijan.
Achane last.
Bijan's first for me.
Bijan, and then you said Gibbs is second. Gibbs is second. I'll say that. Gibbs second. Yeah, Achane third. But honestly, I'm gonna be real with you. I like Achane.
Achane's a beast. Achane's a beast.
I'm third. It's hard for me to do it. But those other guys up there in their potential is kind of like.
So I want to be clear. As a weapon on the field, like just as like a Achane's one. But as a complete back, I agree. It's Bijan. And then I would have Gibbs 2, Achane 3. If Achane can stay healthy, he's unbelievable. Like his vision and his speed to get to those spots is crazy. And the way that Miami uses him, he just got to stay healthy. But when he was healthy for the first couple weeks of the season, he was the best back in the league for that period of time.
He was the best back in football. No doubt about
it. Obviously, you can't be that because he's small. Obviously, you can't be that every game. But yeah, so yeah, somebody was the whole argument. Somebody was trying to tell me that it wasn't even close. Gibbs was the best, was better than Bijan. And I just thought that was a dumbass take. I'm like, Bijan is the most complete back of the group. I'm like, Bijan is the only back in that trio that you would come close to calling an every down back.
He's the current version of this day and age of a franchise running back, and those don't exist anymore.
Right. He's basically Saquon Barkley at this point. That's kind of what he could do. He might be a little smaller. Saquon's a little bigger than him, but yeah. And Gibbs, I was trying to say, like, Gibbs is great. Y'all know I love Gibbs. I was happy. I was one of the only people who was happy when he got drafted. But Gibbs, you couldn't give him the rock 25 times in a game and expect him to come out healthy unless you ran off tackle every time. So yeah, I knew y'all was gonna have the order right.
I think the other two could definitely for their pound. Yeah, for their pound getting in.
Pound for pound, they're amazing backs, right? But they are small.
In terms of everything we work in a football game and what we watch and what we're gonna watch for the next probably 20 weeks, is that this man Gibbs is gonna fucking be special. But the Lions have a team to make it even more special.
That was the other thing that I said. I was like, yo, because they were trying to compare numbers, and I'm like, yo, numbers wise, they're all 3 of them are close in terms of averages and what they were able to do. And they all got around the same. They all got like 1,300 yards around there, about 8 to 10 touchdowns. They all did that from scrimmage. So I didn't understand why they would say it, but they basically were like, yeah, but Gibbs shared touches. I'm like, yeah, well, so did Bijan. Algiers is there, and they had other backs. Like they split down with Bijan, last year, right? I believe so, yes. Or maybe Bijan. Yeah, they were all rookies. You're right. Yeah,
they all rookies.
So
in terms of value, Achane's the best value. They got him later.
I'm looking at their head-to-head stats.
Yeah.
Bijan obviously had more carries, 214.
He had about 50 to 60 more carries.
But he only had 976 yards. Gibbs had 945.
Right. Right. So it was closer. But also, Gibbs never saw 8-man in the box. Never. For any reason. Why would you?
He played for the he and A-Chain play for the better offenses.
Easily. And whenever they're in, it's after they've been running you crazy with Amon St. Ra or Tyreek Hill, and I mean, so like they're running at you with the other back, and then they come in as the change of pace back, and they get the gadget plays. Like they're not.
Two of those guys are change of pace backs,
right?
And A-Chain, yeah.
Bijan is here. We're gonna give it to you 25 times. That's what Bijan was dealing with more often.
Bijan came in and he replaced a 1,000-yard back,
and he did that when you knew they couldn't pass. Like you knew it. So I just think he was fighting uphill and still put up better numbers. So I appreciate y'all indulging that argument.
No, absolutely, man. Shit, we're gonna be looking at all those motherfuckers this year, man. Hey, one more question: which one of these motherfuckers have the down year this year? Well, they all can have good years, but which one of these guys? When we come back to this list, we have to.
Well, I'd say the biggest opportunity to have a down year for them is still H.N. because of the injury possibility. He's just small, man. He's small. He's small back, and he's moving at such crazy speeds at that size.
I'm gonna be real. Montgomery fucking played awesome last year.
That's the other thing. Yeah, Montgomery played great.
Awesome. And I'm hoping this year. And he had a little mind injury, didn't he, last year?
Yeah, that's because Coach, you remember we had this conversation? We were saying, yo, like the first 4 weeks of the season, they were barely even using Gibbs. They were just feeding Montgomery, feeding. And he beat everybody up, and then they like, all right, here, now we'll give it to Gibbs after everybody tired.
Here's this Mack truck, now go chase the Ferrari.
Yeah, exactly. Have fun with that.
So they can go that same concept this year a little bit, then it'll be okay.
I would not overuse Gibbs. No, there's no need to overuse him. You got weapons everywhere. So just
but the crazy thing is, at some point they're gonna overuse that motherfucker. Yeah, and that's why I think, because I think Montgomery, he's a serviceable back, but I mean, obviously age is hitting, and maybe a decline, maybe not. I don't think he declines heavily, but I think
they need to use him like Reggie Bush. That's how they need to use him.
Yeah. Gibbs?
Yep. Use him like Reggie Bush. And obviously because he has a better center of gravity and he's shorter with he basically weighs the same as maybe even a little more than Reggie, but he's shorter, so he's more compact. So you can run a little more between the tackles than you were with Reggie. You couldn't run Reggie between the tackles. He was so fast, but he ran straight the fuck up. Like you couldn't run him between tackles, but you can a little bit with Gibbs. But yeah, they need to treat him like Reggie. Do not put him out there nonstop. You run him into the ground, you're not gonna have him no more. So
you know what I'm saying? If you need Reggie, you gotta keep Lindell White healthy.
Exactly. No, 100%. Accurate. I love Lindell.
Lindell is my guy.
I love Lindell, but what I did hate about the whole situation was when everybody talked about that national championship and they act like Reggie, it wasn't even like Reggie didn't do shit. Lindell White was doing everything. Yeah, why do you think that is? That's because both outside linebackers and both defensive ends basically lined up on the sidelines. They weren't giving him the edge at all on either side. So the entire middle of the field was open for Lindell White. That's because, and the two times they didn't contain Reggie, 45 yards down the field, he fumbled, and the other one he went for like 50 and scored. Yeah, Reggie was that guy. You hook him, I know. Y'all did a great job. Y'all did a great job containing that man. But you remember the two times, it was only twice that y'all didn't contain, and the man almost
got out there.
Like that's how dangerous he was.
Still one of the best college football games of all time.
Easily. I watched that at I left my entire family. We were all out for Chinese food dinner with my grandmother, everybody, whole family. I was out at the bar just watching the game. Could not leave that. That game was the most unbelievable thing I ever seen. Huh?
Yeah. The edge of your seat.
Absolutely. That shit was crazy.
Like, USC was really a juggernaut. Hold on. You know how many weeks we watched on TV to see them lose? Hopefully,
not once, and they weren't gonna
lose.
They were smacking everybody.
At the 1 yard line, and they got your touchdown.
The push. Who's that over Notre Dame? Over Notre Dame, right?
I think so.
The push.
The push.
Over Notre Dame. Crazy. That was another fucking one of the best games I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
All Kurt from USC.
That team was stacked, bro. It was stacked everywhere. But honestly, people don't realize everybody loved how stacked that USC team, that Texas team was loaded. I think the Texas team actually sent better players to the NFL long term from that team. Jamal Charles was a freshman on that team.
Yeah,
a true freshman on that team who got carries. He was a big weapon, but he wasn't even their best back. Who was the best? Was it Benson, or was Benson with Colt?
I think Benson might have been with. No, Benson might have been gone by then.
Yeah, Benson was gone. Benson was gone by then.
I watched Benson in high school in '98.
Jamal wasn't the starter though. It wasn't Jamal who was starting. He was because I remember he was the change of pace, and I couldn't believe I had never seen a change of pace back be that fast, other than like Michael Bennett on the Vikings. Y'all remember Michael Bennett?
Yes, he was nice.
Michael Bennett,
fast as motherfucker.
Michael Bennett. Nice.
If Michael Bennett, his rookie year was this year, he could have a close to a Hall of Fame career. The league is built for how he plays now, but back then, he was too small.
Yeah.
He was little, man. He was little. He was actually. Let
me see. The running back for that year,
it
was Selvin Young.
That's who it was, Selvin Young.
Oh, they were loaded. They had Selvin Young, Jamal Charles is a freshman, as you mentioned.
Yep.
And Henry Melton.
Oh, Melton was there too. Yeah, that was wilding. Y'all defense was really crazy though, honestly. Who were the receivers on that team?
On the receivers on their team was Lyman Swede. He went to the league.
Yep.
Billy Pittman. Quan Cosby. He's a freshman. He's a Texas high school legend.
Shipley played on that team.
Shipley? No, Shipley was a Colt.
He's a Colt. And that was it. That was it at the receiver for the most part.
Yeah, it was mostly just Vince Young losing his goddamn mind.
But their strength was the defense.
Yes, I'm saying, yeah.
They had starting off. They had Brian Arakpo.
Yeah.
Arakpo was on that team. Oh my god, the safety.
Cedric Griffin, Michael Griffin, and Michael Huff.
Huff was a problem, but Griffin ended up being the better safety in the NFL.
Yeah.
They had Brian Arakpo.
Arakpo, yeah.
Aaron Ross was a cornerback on that team. He went to the league.
Who was?
Aaron Ross. He played for the Raiders as well.
Oh, yeah. Aaron Ross.
About.
Wasn't he with the Giants for a while?
I believe he might have been.
Yeah.
Yep, you're right. He got drafted number 20 overall by the Giants.
He stayed there for a little bit, then he moved on to the Raiders, I believe. Yeah, that's crazy. Bro, that team was so stacked.
It was heavy on the Vince.
It was pretty much all Vince, and then a few plays from Selvin Young and Jamal Charles. Jamal played pretty big in the championship game. He had a couple of big runs, actually.
He averaged 7.4 yards a carry that year.
Yeah, it was a joke because he would come in as a change of pace back, and he was the fastest player on any field. Man couldn't read a damn thing, but he could run.
He averaged 7.4. Henry Milton averaged 5. Romance Taylor averaged 6.8. So they were hitting you pretty deep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a nice team.
Just Vince going crazy. You know how many times me and my brother played that matchup in NCAA?
Really?
Yeah. And it was crazy because like normally when you play like a matchup like that, somebody gonna have that one play that the other guy wants. But like we both had, you got Vince or you get Reggie. Like either way, you doing great.
Home run hitters.
Yeah, either way, you doing great.
Both for 100.
Oh, every time. I knew how to stop Reggie though.
Yeah, man. Listen here, man. We chat ourselves all the way up, man. no more topics to him. You know what I'm saying? We put our notebook in. We put a couple extra things in the notebook. That's what we do over here. We leave stuff open so we can add stuff in, man. So shout out to you fellas for you know, putting y'all expertise on that, man. You know, and everybody for who tuned in, man. We appreciate you guys. Love it. Always hit the share button, like, subscribe button. You know what I'm saying? STWF-TV, man. We are here. Shout out to everybody tuning to us. Shout out to everybody earlier for our fantasy football preview with and that fancy guy, man. Hey, if y'all need help with fantasy football, that fancy guy is a good guy, man. You know, even know the people that's gonna be playing in week 15, he be telling y'all week 2 to do it. So when it come around that time of the season and you need some guys to fix your season up, you know what I'm saying? Holla at that guy. Shout out to everybody. Shout outs. Guys, got shout outs.
Shout out to you fellas, man. Another great week of shows. We'll be back to do another one next week. I would love to say that we would definitely be doing a tap out this weekend, but I know better than that.
How about you ready to give you the, you know what? Let's get that going.
Hopefully we get it done. Or I'm gonna have to slap Jake.
Come on, man.
Jake good. We should be good. We should be good.
Jake's at the convention with Hulk Hogan. You know how that's going right now. They want to body slam Kamala Harris.
Yeah, they're outside doing something racist.
What you gonna do, brother?
Shout out to Jake, man. That's my guy. That's bro right there. That's bro.
Oh man, out here trying to petition for that next presidency spot, dog. I hear you, baby.
Jake, aka M word. That whole gag, that was crazy on the show. Y'all, I don't know if y'all saw that, but that was hilarious.
Yes, fucking yes. I was supposed to talk about it on the show.
He really said, you know, when he did the M word, and like obviously when you say M word, it sounds like what we all think it sounds like. But it's like, yo, why did you think you couldn't say that word? And also, did you not realize how close that was gonna sound to it? Absolutely cannot say. And yeah, so now every time we get on, Mike just be like, M-word! That shit's funny, man.
What you gonna do, M-word?
Right. Remind me of Booker T. Booker T lost his clip.
Oh, boy.
Hey, coach, stay well, sir. You heard the man.
Thank you very much. Hey, shout out to you fellas, man.
Hey, yo, Chris, you still banned. Chris, you still banned, dog. My fault. You still banned, dog. You still a mark.
Still a mark, but we love you.
You still a mark. You still a punishment, bro. We still love you, Chris, but you on punishment, bro.
We still love you, but you're a mark.
Let me know when that fantasy draft is, dog, so I can win it again. You heard?
The Rock letting them know. All right, Chris. You heard? You heard?
You heard?
Chris, you heard?
Coach will put you on punishment for a long time, Chris. And now it's time for me to put you on punishment. So don't feel bad, dog. Don't feel bad, man.
That man really burned his last fucking bridge, didn't he? Motherfucker stuck on the island.
Soon enough, you're gonna be hollering at Jake.
Oh man, Jay,
Reggie
Chris, we messing with you. We love you, Chris. Reggie,
no, he was not the best player ever for New Orleans. That's negative.
Yeah, he wasn't the best. He's the best player ever for New Orleans. He's definitely one of the most important players for the New Orleans ever, because he was around with Drew Brees. But it's always gonna come back to Drew Brees as the best player. So
did Reggie get a Super Bowl ring?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, he was on that team when they won.
But we all know who the best back was for New Orleans. In New Orleans. We all know who the best back was.
Deuce.
McAllister.
Yeah, Deuce.
Yep.
Deuce. He a Texas boy?
I don't think so. I think Mississippi.
I was gonna say it's maybe Mississippi, yeah. Deuce was my I used to. That's why it's funny that I have this beef with the Saints fans, because I used to use the Saints team all the time in Madden. I love that team. Reggie Bush and him. Oh man.
He's from Ludlow, Mississippi.
I don't know how bad the Saints sucked in. I know the Saints were probably good then, because I don't even know how a team that was that good, so many jerseys was being able to be obtained, man.
They was on that team together?
Who?
Aaron Brooks
Reese
and
Reggie?
2000? Oh,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, they were slashing. They were basically slash and dash.
Man.
It only lasted for a couple years like that. Then they switched and it ended up Ingram and Reggie, right? Ingram and Reggie for a little bit.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Reggie gone from there.
And then Kamara replaced everybody. Oh, Kamara had a running mate at first too, though. Who was Kamara's running mate when he first came?
Ingram.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, you're right. It was still Ingram.
And then Ingram left, and then Ingram came back.
Yeah, but it was weird. He wasn't as good.
It was weird how he just came back after.
Yeah, it was all weird. He came back, but he wasn't good anymore, really.
Reggie Bush versus Jerry Rice. Is that serious?
No, nothing that man says is serious.
I'm making off the K2, dog. Lord, man.
Jerry Rice can be put right there with Tom Brady as the greatest football player of all time.
Yeah.
That dude played 3 decades.
At receiver.
At receiver.
Not at quarterback where they protect you.
He was still putting in work when his dreads is on top of his head and playing this in
yeah, it was looking bad. Yeah. He was out there looking like somebody's grandpa.
Oh man.
Him and Brown, Tim Brown stayed for way too long. They both was just ancient motherfuckers playing football.
Did Tim Brown? He never wouldn't play for anybody else, did he?
I don't think so.
No, he didn't.
Didn't him and Jerry play a year together? Did him and Jerry play a year in the Raiders together? With Rich Gannon and the oldest team in NFL history, apparently, because all them motherfuckers was like minimum 39.
Yeah, and they say your boy threw the Super Bowl.
Who, Gannon?
Now the head coach.
Chucky?
No, the guy that replaced Chucky.
Oh,
it was
Dungy.
His son is the head coach for the Titans this year.
Who, Dungy?
Who's coaching the Titans?
It was
when the Raiders went to the bowl, the coach wasn't Gruden?
Nope.
It was Gruden.
Nope, Gruden was.
Oh no, it wasn't Gruden. Gruden was the coach of the Bucs.
They traded Gruden. It was.
And so it wasn't Dungy?
Callahan, Bill Callahan.
Oh, Bill Callahan. Oh, okay, his son's coaching the Titans.
Yeah, Bill Callahan was the head coach. He said because Jim Brown and Jerry Rice said he changed the whole offense that week.
Yuck.
And then their center went over to Mexico, got in trouble, didn't play in the game. Was it Barton? We all know that was Tony Dungy's Super Bowl, man.
Yeah. That's one of them half bowls.
Yeah.
That Took always want to talk about.
If you're gonna give Tony Dungy a half bowl, I got you, dog. You can get that. I'm down for anybody that's down for a half bowl.
I'm down for anybody who's down for a half bowl.
Anybody down for a half bowl, baby.
Sound like we're planning to go out for Mexican food.
Hold on. I seen a photo the other day of the Mexicans jumping the border.
Oh God.
I've never seen that shit in my life, ever. I heard of the term going over the border. I actually never seen a video of motherfuckers going over.
Yeah, because they usually don't hop a fence. They usually end up just coming up out of a hole in somebody in Arizona's backyard.
So
I seen them with some rope, like some stair rope.
That's crazy.
And throw it on the side, like basically like you climb this way and then you climb down that way.
Real quick story. So the school I went to college in was like 2.5 hours from the border.
He's like, so I'm smuggling Mexicans. And then
so I was at this time I lived so it was a railroad. It's a small town, college town. Railroad tracks kind of divided everything. You knew a lot of times you purposely didn't mess with 8 o'clock classes because there's a good chance the train was coming through there.
Oh shit.
You don't want to be late. So one particular time, me and my roommate were coming. We stopped by the train, and for some reason the train stopped. When the train stopped,
40 people hopped up.
The door opened up. It was about 40 people jumped off that bitch. And they scattered. And that's when I realized, okay, I know where I'm at now.
Yeah. If you go in different directions, they can't catch us all.
Yep. I don't know. They can't. Go get that Taco Bell.
And cancel.
That part. Hey, Ken folks, we just joking.
It's jokes, man. I'm an aspiring comedian.
I'm gonna go eat some Taco Bell tomorrow. Y'all heard?
It's not making it better. It's not making it better.
I'm gonna eat some Taco Bell tomorrow, man. You know what I'm saying? Chill. Hey, just remind
me up there explaining it at the next family.
What happened was
I hate this. The Bears are 3-0 in the preseason, dog. Put that 350 on there, baby. They about to win the division this season. Fuck the Packers, Lions, and the Vikings. You know why? They got my man.
Find this podcast and others on STWF-TV, the Podcasting Network, wherever you get podcasts.